Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DIY and I'm super excited about these super simple angels that I'm going to show you how to make. These are just to give you some ideas. You can make them out of practically anything you want. So as you're hopping on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, feel free to sprinkle. I do have sprinkle gifts today. I'm going to be giving away to 2 people whose names I randomly select who sprinkle and tell this video and tell me that they sprinkled. I have a brand new, which this is not available right now, from magnoliadiy.com. It's Christmas Minis 2022, and I have a brand new Snowflakes, which also is not available right now, but it just sold out. These both sold out because they were so popular. So anyways, that's what I'll be giving away to 2 random people who sprinkle and tell me that they sprinkled this video. Okay, so I saw this really cute and very simplistic angel on Pinterest. And I decided that I wanted to try to make one, but do it in my own style. This is my favorite one. So it could be an ornament for a Christmas tree. It could be a package topper. You could just hang it on a knob in the kitchen or something. And I'm going to show you start to finish how to do it. I'm going to show you the things that I figured out while I was playing with this idea for about 2 hours this morning. Okay, so you're going to want some kind of either, this is macrame cording from Hobby Lobby. I don't know what the gauge of it is. This is Jute. It's the Reese brand. I probably got it at either Joann's or maybe Hobby Lobby or maybe Michael's. I can't remember. I've had it forever. But the thing about what you're going to make the angel body out of is that it needs to be a little bit thicker. So not a super thin jute like this. I am going to use some of this. See the difference? I am going to use some of this thinner jute, but only to tie the head and do the waist. Okay? So let's work with this. This is macrame cording, and for this craft, I'm going to use my tassel maker tool, which I absolutely love. It's from magnoliadiy.com. You could do this without it, but I tell you what, using a tassel maker tool makes everything easier. It really does. And we're going to be making a 4.5-inch tassel, essentially, that we're turning into an angel. With this one, I think I went around it 15 times. So let me show you how you use this. This is how I like to hold it. And I'm going to start with a long tail. The process, by the way, is exactly the same, whether you're using this or the other kind of, or this, or anything else. You could use yarn. You could use Dollar Tree rope if you want to go ahead and separate it. So this is 4.5 inches from here to here. And all I'm going to do is wrap it 15 times. You could do more if you want, but this is what I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a whole bunch of this out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and you could do a shorter angel, smaller if you want. You could do it thicker with more wraps around it. I'm going to show you also how to hide these, okay? So this is going to be the body of our angel, and what we need to do is we need to first of all tie something to bring all the top pieces together tight. And what I have found works the best, I tried a piece of sewing string and it broke. So I'm just using some, I don't even know where I got this, some yarn that's kind of the same color. This will be my hanger also. Okay, so cut, I don't know, 12, 14, 16 inches. Thank you for sprinkling, everyone. I am excited about these sprinkle gifts, and I want to get them, I'll get them out in the mail in the next couple days. So sprinkle, 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 and then I'll tell you whose name I randomly selected, but do tell me in the comments that you sprinkled. Okay, so this is what's great about this tassel tool. It just makes it so easy to do all the stuff you need to do. So I'm going to thread this string through this little hole and bring it around here. Whoops. I'm going to bring both ends. What have I got going on here? Let me think. Oh, it needs to go through the center. Okay, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Just a second. Okay, so my piece of yarn is going to go through this cutout right here. And then I'm just going to kind of shimmy it up to the top. It's going to be the top of our angel's head. And pull these long loose tails tight. A loose one. Okay, and then I'm going to tie it. Okay, and then we're going to shimmy her off of our tassel tool carefully. I have been making all kinds of things with this, and it's new. If you don't have it yet, you should look at it. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to get this tie on the top of our angel's head as tight as possible. Just like this. And I also kind of want it to be centered here. There we go. Okay, and then I'm pulling all these little pieces down. And before I tie her waist, I need to hide these two long strings. So I'm just gonna put them in the center, tie a knot, and clip them off. Where's my other long string? You could leave them long, but they look different because we're leaving loops for this. So you just want to get it underneath and in the center and do a little knot. Show you. See, it's going to be hidden. And I'm going to clip these tails off. Okay, so we're going to hide that inside, underneath. And we're going to pull our little angel's head down nice and tight, like this. And I'm going to take some more of this yarn. This is so easy, you guys. I suggest that you do this with the little people in your life. You don't have to have a tassel tool to do it. You can use all kinds of different things. It could be, it could be a purple angel if you have some purple yarn, or macrame cord, or absolutely whatever you want. And you can make your angel's head as big or as small as you want. It just depends on where you tie the tummy. Okay, so just to give her some strength, I'm going to go around her tummy with this string a couple times. And we're going to cover all of this up. Okay, then I'm going to tie a knot. So it's exactly the same as making a tassel right now. And I've hidden those two long tails inside. And if I wasn't explaining as I'm going along, this takes no time at all. So then we're just gonna kind of pull our little, this is macrame cord, but whatever you used, pull it out. So she kind of looks a little bit like an octopus right now. And I'll fiddle around with that to get it nice and neat. Okay. So then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to build her wings. And I did all this exactly the same for both of these. Okay. And for her, I want to do, you need something that's going to have some body to stand up and not just completely, you know, fall down. So both of these I built with tulle as the very back. And if you had some silver sparkly tulle, that would be pretty. This is what I have. This is a craft that you probably, if you look around, you probably have everything that you need on hand. So I'm just going to take a piece of tulle and cut it in half. Okay, this is going to be the back of our angel wings, and I'm going to do that kind of little crisscross thing. And then for this one, to make her different, let's use some lace. Okay, so you can use absolutely, I'll show you a bunch. Just looking, whatever lace you might have on hand. This was my lace from my prom dress in 1982. So I think this is what I'm going to use because I want it to be thicker, but we are going to put a belt on our angel, so we'll use some of this lace. And most of this is either from Hobby Lobby or Dollar Tree. Okay, so let me just see, how long did I do this one? We can trim everything up after we get it built. So what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. Is this something that you think you would want to do? Keep in mind, I'm just showing you the basic construct for it. The style of it is completely up to you what you want. So you could use strips of fabric, you could use felt, you could use all kinds of different things. But the tulle is what makes your wings kind of stand up. And then I still am loving this sparkly idea. So I'm going to use a chenille stem in a sparkly silver from Dollar Tree, but you could also use just some wire. This right here, where's my package? I think I got it at Walmart Crafts section. It's 18 gauge wire. Ideally, it would be nicer to have something a little heavier, but I did 3 loops and then kind of pinched them together. Can you see that now that I'm holding it up close for this one? Honestly though, the chenille stem is a much easier option. So I'm going to do that for this one. Okay, and all you're going to do is form a big circle and then twist your ends. Got that? And then I'm going to fold it in half. Or as close to in half as I can get it. And then I'm just going to do the same thing with the rest of the tail. Thank you, Helga. She says she loves this idea. Thank you for sprinkling, Becky. Maybe your name will get pulled. I do have 2 sprinkle gifts today. I'll pull 2 names at random from people who sprinkled this video to their social media. Sprinkle means share. It's just a Facebook word. It means you just take this video and you put it on your Facebook page, or if you're in a Facebook craft group or something like that. And then tell me in the comments that you did. Then I'll pull 2 names, and one's going to get this Christmas Minis 2022 that's all sold out, and the other will get these snowflakes that are all sold out right now too. Okay, so here's our angel wings. And we can fiddle around with the shape of those. Okay, and I'm going to use yarn instead of a zip tie, but you could do that if you want, to do this little, it's like a crisscross messy bow almost, to create your wings. And we'll come back and add a little belt on our angel in just a second. You're just going to have to kind of fiddle a little bit to get everything to, you know, be centered and lay flat and all that good stuff. And no matter what you do, it's not going to completely lay flat. It just isn't. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be the back of our wings. I'm just going to try to I'm going to show you some alternatives to what I'm using also. Okay, so this is what I've got. And I'm going to cut this yarn tie off. I'm going to trim up my tool just a little bit. So it's not so super long. Okay, and then I'm going to glue my little sparkly wings on the top, because this is what you're going to see first, and then we're going to glue it all to the back of the angel. So I'm using my low temperature hot glue device. And I'm just gluing the little sparkly wings. You don't have to do sparkles if you don't want sparkles, but I'm having a sparkly Christmas, and so that's why I wanted sparkles. And you can trim all this nicer once you get it glued onto your angel. Can you believe how simple this is? I mean, it's crazy. Okay, so now we need a belt. And since I'm doing lace for the wings, I want to use a piece of lace for her tummy. This is from, I think this is the stuff that I got at Dollar Tree. I always grab it whenever I'm there and I see it because I love this kind of lace. And I use it a lot in my crafts because I am the queen of cream. Somebody told me that recently. I just do a lot of stuff that has cream colors. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this onto my little angel, and we'll make her head. We're going to fiddle around with her head just a little bit. We can decide. I think this side is nicer than this one, so I'm going to decide that this is the front. And I'm going to cover up that yarn that I tied around her tummy, and I'm just going to glue it around the back, and then we'll glue the wings on, and that's pretty much it. So if you were doing this with little people, you don't even have to use hot glue. You could use some of that Eileen's tacky glue, or something like that, or just use a low temperature hot glue device like this. Boy, it's gunky. This is my Surebonder cool shot, low temperature gluing device. It's from, I think I got that either at Hobby Lobby or at Walmart, under $10, super easy to use. You could buy something much fancier, but you know, you don't need it. Okay, so this is the front of our angel, so I'm going to flip her over, and we're going to glue this is the front, onto her back. And then I'm going to tie a knot on the string that we used to get her head set up, and I'm going to cut off the tails. And dun dun dun, there she is. I think you can definitely make out that she's an angel. If you wanted, you could put a little halo on her using some of these chenille stems. These are from Dollar Tree. Sparkly silver. They also have, you could also do gold. I like the silver better. The back of her doesn't look too bad because of the way I put her together. So if I put her on a tree or a package or something and she flips over backwards, it really doesn't look too super messy. So I want to show you some other things that you could create, that you could use. While I was in my glitter, my box of glitter, do you guys have a box of glitter, or is that just something that I have? I have many different kinds of glitter too, but my favorite is that sterling from Walmart. It's Sulin's extra fine sterling glitter. I found these feathers when I don't know why these feathers were in my glitter box, but you could do something like this. I have absolutely no idea where I got them. I was fiddling around with them, and I just glued 4 of them together so they could be on the back of an angel. They aren't my style, really. So that's why I didn't use them, but I wanted to show it to you, especially if you're doing this project with little people. They love feathers. Feathers are so much fun. So I would just do the exact same process, and I would put feathers as the second layer. I would still do the tulle, but maybe you want to do white tulle. This is creamy ivory. And then this, and then I would still do either the chenille stems or the wire wings. And so that is one option. Another option is this ribbon, which is amazing. And it's wired, so just cut a little bit out. This ribbon is white, so again, I would use white tulle as my back layer. Let me see if I have some. Yes, I do. Gosh, these are hard to get open. There we go. So same with the white, same deal as with the white feathers. I would use tulle as a back layer to give it some, to allow it to kind of stand up. And this tulle is not as heavy or as stiff, so I might use more than one layer. But I would build this exactly the same. And you could trim, you know, these so they're rounder at the tips, and add either your metal or your chenille pipe cleaner, and that would be super cute. And you could use white yarn or white macrame cord or white rope or anything like that to build the body of your angel. So what do you guys think? Let's see, I just saw something that looked interesting. For primitive style, this is what Debbie Brown says. You could use jute and the rusty wire for wings and homespun fabric for trim. Yes, I love that idea. That's what I love about these angels, is honestly, you can use what you have on hand or go out and get some supplies if you don't have what you have on hand. And you can make it totally your style, whatever that is, to go in your home or as a gift, however you would like. And I always think it's fun when I can get an idea for a craft and I don't have to go out to buy anything to do it. So I am going to hop off now. Let me tell you one more time about the sprinkle gift thing. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. This is really the only Magnolia item that I used today. It's a tassel maker tool. You can find it at magnoliadiy.com. That's my website. magnoliadiy.com. I used this. But I do have 2 sprinkle gifts. So if you just hopped on, if you would like to have your name in my hat for the drawing for one of these 2 brand new stencils, just sprinkle this video, which means share, to your Facebook page, or maybe you're in a crafting group that allows that, to a crafting group, and tell me in the comments that you did. And then probably tomorrow afternoon, I will pull 2 names, I'll tell you who they are, and I'll get them popped in the mail ASAP so that you, the 2 people who get these, can be using them this year before Christmas. Alrighty. Thanks for joining me. I will get pictures of everything as usual. I'll put them here in these comments. I will also just put them separately on this page, DIY Dreaming. If you haven't already liked and followed this page, if you liked what you saw today, then I encourage you to do that, or do this. That's a thumb or a heart. Or say something to me in the comments, and those things make it slightly more likely that Facebook will actually show you what I'm doing. And I'm planning to come back again today. Let me give you a little sneak peek. And we're gonna make homemade wrapping paper that you can use all year long. This is just brown craft paper. So that's the plan for later this afternoon. I love to make things that are quick and easy, sometimes a little different, that don't require any, artistic skills or abilities, and that are affordable, and that are either faith, family, or flowers, or wrapping paper, things that have a positive, I don't know what the right word is, but you get it. So if you like all those things, I would love to have you join me. This is what we just made. If you want to watch the replay, these are angels. And they are super simple to make. Super simple. Super affordable too. Oh my gosh. I bet you these cost under 50 cents a piece. Okay. Have a blessed rest of your day, but I do hope to see you back for wrapping paper for the whole year long. See ya.